I'm live at the moment, just so you all know. Hi guys, I'm live at the kitchen. We actually have a few family members here. So we have got Superstar Giovanni, who is 14, nearly 15, who is obsessed with football. We have Rio, the how can I say Rio, who is Rio? What is your nickname? Rio is 16 years old, and he is a potential male model around the UK. Is that right, Rio? Mm-hmm. And then we have Tino. Tino, are you there? Behind me, and he's watching the TV. So we are a busy kitchen, but I've only got 1 hour, so I'm gonna do it anyway. We're going to have a live stream anyway. So it's defending Elvis Presley. Fans want the truth. Hi, Deborah. Now, I've had a few things sent to me. I'm probably going to go through comments. Yeah, because I've had quite a few great comments. Hi, Hidden Mind. I wanted to play this. I thought we could discuss the Priscilla film and Baz Luhrmann's film a little bit. Yeah. But we're going to discuss lots of things. No particular topic today, guys. But I'm going to start off. There's more action. I'm going to start off with this video that someone sent me. I thank them. Just so you know, we've got the 24/7 chat line, which is very quiet today, but it's happening. And I've just told everyone that we're live. I'll do it again, just to be sure. And I'll put it on the chat again. And we know that the live channel does cause problems. It has its ups and downs. But today, I think we're having a good day. Hi, Renee is here from Hidden Minds. You know we love Renee's YouTube channel. It is amazing. Hidden Minds. Definitely subscribe. Definitely check it out. 100%. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Stacey. Hi, Emily. Hi, Yvette. And Lorna. Have any of you watched this morning's live? I thought it was really good. This morning's live was excellent. Right. So I'm going to play this video that someone sent me. I have stored it. It's a few minutes long, but I think we don't see that much with Riley Keough, and especially Riley Keough talking about Baz Luhrmann's movie. So I haven't watched it. What it is, it came on. Let me just get it on there. I only watched about 30 seconds of it. So Diana said she's caught up, yeah? Yes, Linda. I thought it was a really good live this morning, if I don't say so myself. Right. It's not very loud. Right, so I've literally never seen this interview.
I believe you've seen it.
Right. Boys, got to be quiet while I play this. Thank you. Right, Tino, just got to be quiet while I play this. I've got my cup of tea. Guys, we've got a cup of tea. Hi, Vincenzo. Are you keeping well, my friend? I agree. You have to keep up, don't you? Otherwise, you just fall behind, don't you? Isn't that right, Diana? Let's see if you can hear it. It's not as loud as I'd like.
And there is an Elvis film. I believe you've seen it. Is that it?
I have seen it, yes.
What did you think?
That's a very I probably have a very long answer to that, but I will say
time.
Okay. I will say, it was a very emotional experience to watch. I watched it with my mother, my grandmother, and my sisters, and my father. And it's very intense to watch when it's your family, It's an interesting position to be in where there's kind of free reign over who gets to tell your story. There's no, we don't really have control over it.
Guys,
I'm trying to goes back to telling somebody else's story.
You got the lounge, guys.
And there is something in that where you're like, oh, it feels like you're taking, this is, hours, and there's, so I think initially I felt like, you feel a little like, I hope that they I hope that you want them to do a great job and you want them to get it right, you know. And I think that Baz is, you know, the first movie I ever watched in a theater where I went, I want to make movies, was Moulin Rouge when I was 12, you know. And so that was a really, it was a real honor to know that he was interested in making this film. And I immediately, like, I'm such a fan of his, and I was as a kid, and you know, Romeo and Juliet, and Moulin Rouge, for the age I was at the time, were really impactful. So it was kind of this, wow, that's a, you know, really interesting. You know, so it wasn't as though I distrusted Baz in any kind of way, but it's, you're protective over your story, over your family, and I think that, you know, I saw the work he put in, and he wanted to sit down with everybody and give everybody time, and you know, I could tell kind of right off the bat that he really cared that we felt heard and seen, and so that was nice. And you know, and so I had an idea that it was going to be, you know, he was starting it sort of the right way, and then but I really had no idea what it was going to be like, you know, of course. So I watched it, and it was really, I think in the first sort of 5 minutes for me, I could just feel how much work Baz and Austin had put into trying to get it right. And that made me emotional immediately. So I started crying 5 minutes in, and I don't think I stopped. So it was like, so my first watch, like, I'd like to watch it again because it was just very intense. And there's a lot of family trauma and generational trauma that sort of started around there for our family. So it's like, it was a very intense experience. But it's
so not really sure why that is so quiet. I mean, I can hardly hear it myself, but you get the idea, don't you guys? She found the experience watching that movie quite intense. Now, my views on the Baz Luhrmann film is that it did a lot of good for Elvis. My personal opinion is I wish that Baz Luhrmann didn't feel that he needed to involve Priscilla so much in the promotion of the film. I think he really was relying on her. And my gut feeling is that he probably put things in the movie that he wouldn't have put in the movie if Priscilla had not been involved. If he had kept Priscilla more at a distance, I think the movie might have been slightly different. But that's just my opinion. Yeah, that's just my opinion. Now, I think Sofia Coppola, so I'm just sorting my tea out. I think Sofia Coppola went way over the top and involved Priscilla way too much with the film Priscilla, which makes sense in the way that the film is about her and about this book. You guys know that I personally don't think almost anything in that book is truth. That's just my opinion for entertainment purposes. Many things in that book that I think are incorrect. So anyway, I wanted to read some of the comments. So in case you're new, my name's Louis, I'm 57, I'm in Southwest UK, I'm near Bristol. I've been a fan for over 50 years. I am not an expert on Elvis. I'm just a fan expressing my views, my opinions. I am no expert, so please don't think everything I say is correct. Don't think that I am any kind of proper researcher. I am not. So I must make that clear. I'm just a fan, like you guys. Just a fan at home, kids in the background, dogs in the background, just chatting with you guys like a little family, having a cup of tea, with you guys. That's where I am. So I will make mistakes. I will get my facts wrong. I do need you guys to put me right, tell me when I'm going wrong. I actually want you to. Right, Tina, we can't do that. I've got a little 4-year-old son who thinks he's a rabbit. Right, Tina, you do have to sit down now and just watch your program. He's going to climb on me in a minute. Right, just keep him calm, please, Giovanni. Giovanni's going to keep Chino from bouncing like a rabbit. Right, I'm going to read his comments. Hi, my friend. You can sit here if you want.
No, I want some egg.
No, we're not doing egg. We're doing live. We'll do egg after. Right, let's have a look. Right then, where are we? I was going to leave. I was going to read. I got some bloody good comments today, guys, and I wanted to read them out. Yeah, Tina, let him have a bit of brekkie, please. I mean, Gio.
I want that cookie.
Right, let's just have a look. Right, okay. Right, okay. So I'm going to read this comment to you. Hang on, just 1 second. Right. Is he doing you some breakfast? Cracker? Oh, we didn't have that. So, okay, I'm going to... Yeah, do him some Weetabix. That'll be all right. So when the Baz movie comes out, Elvis, you notice Priscilla saw it in the private showing. Let me 1 second. Right, okay, I'm just going to turn it off. No, I told you to go over there, please. No, because otherwise I can't do my live, can I? No, you did promise me. Can you quieten them up, please? I'm trying with that. Maybe we should just have a cup of tea and chat. Right, okay. Let's start again on reading that. Right, when Baz the movie came out, Elvis should have noticed Priscilla saw it in the private showing when Lisa saw it with Riley, then with the twins. Lisa and then would have loved the movie. The movie, which was flawed, and I'm just trying to concentrate, flawed, but did bring Elvis and his contributions to the world again. We know that Priscilla's part of the movie was put together through Baz interviews and with her. Lisa did not watch it with Priscilla. She would pose with her in pictures, but they were not together. She had to sit with her mother at the Golden Globes and saw Austin win Best Actor. I believe Lisa did attend the after party with the whole family, but I don't think she talked a lot about her stomach. I don't think she talked much at all. I think all the stuff Priscilla said about caring about her daughter's condition never happened. It's very interesting, isn't it, guys? I think when Lisa went to the hospital and her mother rushed there, I don't think Priscilla even knew about her being sick. Any mother in their right mind would have called 911. And you guys have said this to me, that she looked so unwell. Why didn't they call 911, 911, yeah? Do you agree with that, guys? If they thought their child was sick, Priscilla was just as remote to her daughter as she could be. She didn't even cry at the funeral. Guys, is that agreed? That Priscilla didn't cry at the funeral? Everyone was disappointed. I think that at the funeral that she just read out the sort of memorial that she just read off her phone. I think, did that disappoint people? She was seen at a distance just staring at her phone. That annoyed some of you guys, yeah? She is and was a cold Scientologist. We know, guys, the whole Scientology thing is just very upsetting. Not just Priscilla's involvement and the effect it may have had on the kids, on Benjamin. Is there some kind of rule where if you have depression, you can't take antidepressants? Is that correct with Scientology? Is that blamed partly for the death of Benjamin? I don't know, guys. I'm putting it out there for you guys to comment. Now, it's pretty clear that there had been serious disputes between Priscilla and Lisa, especially over the Priscilla film. In the, going back further to do with the running of Elvis Presley Enterprises, Barry Siegel. There's a whole story there with a lawsuit that Barry Siegel tried to counter, I think, but in the end, Barry Siegel stepped away, didn't he, from being her manager. So we all know that Lisa attended the Golden Globes with Jerry Schilling, and they mention here that they could have all been together at the after party. I don't know. It's mentioned that the photo shoots they had together were for the press. but really they were feuding and didn't want to speak to each other. And it's very clear that Priscilla and Lisa Marie, to me, have fallen out over the possible making of the film Priscilla. Yeah, does that sound about right to you guys? Let's have a look. Let's quickly read your comments. We didn't even see the funeral, we saw the memorial. Yes. Which Jerry Schilling's speech was very touching. I will say that. The way that Jerry did it, he spoke about memories, you know, regarding Lisa, beautiful memories. He spoke for quite a while, where Priscilla, as far as I know, just read off her was it, I think, Riley's, or it could have, no, that's not correct. I think, I'm trying to get my facts right now. I know that Priscilla read out something that Riley had written up for her. Is that right? Had Riley's husband done something on behalf of Riley? Please, you tell me, but just remind me. I'm trying to remember. I know that Priscilla's was from the phone. I know Jerry's was very heartfelt that he did himself. Very emotional. Now, just remind me, whose write-up did Priscilla read out on her phone? And I'm pretty sure Riley Keough's husband read out Riley's. Yeah? What am I getting wrong, guys? Please tell me. Let's have a look. Yeah, again, it was all over the world, wasn't it? That night of the Golden Globes. And we all know that she just looked very unwell. Very unwell. So, we haven't got any chocolate bars. What are you going to buy? You guys think it was fake tears. I'm just trying to whiz through your comments. Lisa looked deathly pale and very sick, and she just couldn't stand on her feet and had to grab onto Jerry's arms. Oh, it's heartbreaking. I remember watching it, and I remember thinking, something's not right here. I think all of us did. Didn't we, as Elvis fans? Even normal people that were not Elvis fans, that were just the public, we all knew something wasn't right. We didn't think he was going to die. So just the whole thing is horrible. She leaned on Priscilla. The day was also very bad. I sat at home. I was so sad. My heart was so soft. And I even felt sorry for Priscilla. It's her daughter. Whatever we say, it's her daughter. The fact that they had no... It seemed like they had, you know, not resolved things. It seemed that way. I do think when you go right back to the sort of 80s and 90s, you do see interviews with Priscilla and Lisa together, and they seem happy, don't they? So let me just see if I can. I'll just see if I can see any old interviews of Lisa with Priscilla. We'll just see if we get a feel for it. Right. Let's have a look. Priscilla and Lisa Marie. Let's see what comes up. We're just doing it off the cuff, guys. We don't know what's going to come up. Priscilla and Lisa Marie. Right, here we go. Let's just see what comes up. Yeah?
2 years to come out of that, you know, and
I want to...
tell me that's my room. Miss Oprah.
Well, I want to see... I go in there with... I want to see one where Priscilla's in it as well. Let's have a look.
So much, because it took me a good 2 year idea.
Right, that's not it. I want to see them together. Let's have a look. See, look, I was trying to find this the other day, and you don't see them together. You see Lisa with Michael Jackson. Aha, here's one.
We're back now at 8:09 on this 35th anniversary of Elvis Presley's death. Natalie is at Graceland, where she talked to Presley's ex-wife Priscilla and their only daughter Lisa Marie. Natalie, good morning again.
And good morning to you, Matt. And this is actually the first time that Priscilla and Lisa Marie have sat down for an interview together here at Graceland. And I began by asking them if they ever thought that this place would become such a sacred place for Elvis fans.
No, never. I mean, when we opened it in '82, we had no idea that we, have a lot of. We had maybe some visitors, but not to this extent. I mean, I was told that Elvis passed, and that he'll be forgotten in the next couple of years, and life goes on. Thank God I didn't listen to any of those people.
Lisa Marie, what feelings do you get when you come here?
I'm always really happy when I'm here. It always reminds me of when I was the happiest, I think, in my life. So, and it always just brings me right there when I come back.
And Priscilla, in an interview, I believe you said when you were talking about Graceland coming here that you feel like Elvis is going to come down the stairs any minute. So do you feel his presence here throughout still?
Absolutely. I've always said that. You feel that this is so much a part of him, this home. He loved this home. He always came back here, no matter what. His presence is just all around, going into each room. He's sitting here, sitting and talking or playing the piano, early morning hours, the kitchen, that's where we all congregated. Lots of laughs. I can sometimes hear laughter.
What did you call your father, Lisa Marie?
Daddy.
His daddy. Never Elvis.
I did say it a few times, but he wasn't too thrilled when I would call him that because I kept hearing it being yelled, by women, and I would giggle and start saying it back to him. Or I'd call him like the fans would call him when I was really little, and he would giggle, but he preferred that I call him Daddy, I suppose. Oh, baby. I loved being with him before he'd go on stage, and then being in the audience while he was being just as awestruck watching him as anybody in the audience. So
your own father watching him, you're awestruck.
Of course, because there was really no difference in him off and on stage. There wasn't a persona that was different. He was, the word would be awesome, just his dynamic, how big he was, and how what he projected was just as much off the stage as it was on, so there wasn't any difference.
Good evening. Elvis Presley died today. He was 42.
Tell me about that day 35 years ago. Priscilla, do you remember getting the call?
I do. I'll never forget that day. I walked outside and I said, my God, something's not right. And Lisa was in Memphis at the time, and I first thought about her. I wasn't able to function for a while without him because I just, in my head, I just thought, what do I do without him? Because he was always there for me.
Lisa Marie, you were 9 at the time. You were at the house, as I understand, here at Graceland. Mm-hmm. Did you know what was going on?
I knew something was wrong because I was in my room, which was right next to his bathroom. So I knew that something was very wrong, and all the commotion and everything, and I was a wreck. I was a mess, but I also was confused because I was so upset, and the pandemonium that happened after was a little bit confusing.
For the first time, you're actually going to participate in the candlelight vigil?
Yes.
Why?
Yeah.
It just seems like it's the right time.
When you come here and you see now on the 35th anniversary, I mean, there are just masses of people outside for candlelight vigil. Are you somewhat struck with awe that people still decades later come here to honor Elvis this way?
Absolutely. I mean, that's the force of Elvis. And I remember Elvis saying that he didn't really know, if he gave up singing, if he did want to retire. He felt that people would forget him. And to see this every year, it's like, my gosh, you were wrong. Look at this. I mean, look what you do every year. Look who you bring. And it's a smile to my face because if he only knew.
The Memphis Police Department estimates some 75,000 people were here last night for that candlelight vigil. And later today, there will be a special tribute concert for Elvis. And Lisa Marie will reveal a video performance of her singing alongside with an image.
Oh, we know about that, don't we?
Very special celebration here as well of his life and his legacy.
I think quite a touching. Let me just pause that. Quite a touching interview. That I know you've all seen it a million times, but I mean, Lisa doesn't look well in that. I will say that, and I think quite an awkward interview, that one. Right, I wanted to read out some of these comments. Let's have a little look at these comments. Now, you guys have been giving me some brilliant comments. We've read out Betsy's comment. Now let's read another one. Right, so I'm just going to just see how they go, and then we'll go from there. So this is people commenting on my videos. Louis, just wanted to inform you about Mylan Lefebvre. Have any of you heard of Mylan Lefebvre? Now, there's a rumor that Priscilla may have had a romance or at least a crush on this gentleman. Yeah. So Mylan Lefebvre, in regards to the YouTube video that I watched, so we did a video about different crushes that Priscilla may have had even in the 1960s, before Steve Peck, the dance instructor, before Mike Stone, because obviously everyone blames Elvis for being unfaithful. Now, it's pretty obvious. From 1962 to 66, Elvis classed himself as a single man. We accept that, yeah? Before he got engaged, yeah, to Priscilla. He was the wild rock frontman that Priscilla would go and see on her own at his shows. Have any of you heard of Mylan Lefebvre? I have the excellent book of Elvis and the Memphis Mafia. So some of you will have that, Elvis and the Memphis Mafia. The Revelations, Alana Nash from the 90s. It's taken from there. She got a crush on him pre-marriage days and pursued him. I repeat, she got a crush on him pre-married days and pursued him. This is Priscilla towards Mylan Lefebvre. Do any of you know this is true, guys? There's a character pattern there. Groupie mentality. Now, this is Bipan Yusuf. Bipan Yusuf, he's just a subscriber. Also, did you catch the interview with her ex-business partner, Olivia Biss? So we do know about the Biss and Bow salon. Was it like a clothing boutique, whatever it is? She let Priscilla go because she was not putting in the work, and yet because of the Presley name. I can see that. And I think she sold up to her partner, didn't she? The name that she was credited for, the design that Olivia was making, her business boomed after that. Okay. Interesting. Right, let's just keep going. Now look at this picture here. Look at this. I saw this. I know that the lighting isn't going to be good for it, but it's on the Defending Elvis Presley Facebook page. Check it out, guys. I saw this on someone else's Elvis Facebook page, and I thought, wow, what a great picture. So don't forget, the Defending Elvis Presley has a 24/7 chat. I know we've had some problems, guys, but it's working today. So join the chat. It's 24/7. It's on Defending Elvis Presley Facebook page. Right, let's read some more comments. Oh, yeah, someone sent me this. I will quickly say it. So we've got the tour from Riley Keough. I know that Nicola's going to it with Elaine. I think Elaine's busy today. Nicola is with us, I think. Hi, Nicola. Hope you're well. Someone sent me some tour dates. So this is what it looks like. Probably most of you have seen it. Now, I kicked myself. I should have gone. I knew that the tickets were available. I knew when they were being released, and I just didn't bother. Probably because I'm thinking about I've got to be with my kids, because I've got 5 kids. It's hard for me to take a day away, especially in London. But the tour dates are, looking at it, there's only 6 tour dates. So I didn't know that until now. Hi, Nicola. So Nicola's going. Nicola, you're going to see Riley and the book release, From Here to the Great Unknown, which coincides with the Oprah interview, which a lot of you are talking about. This Oprah Riley Keough interview on October the 8th has caused a bit of a stir. Some of you think it's politically motivated, but I'm not from America. I'm not politically minded. So anyway, so we've got Wednesday, October the 9th in New York, Saturday, October the 12th in Memphis, Tennessee at Graceland. Wow, that'll be great. I'm guessing our Amy will be there, Auntie Amy. Then we have Sunday, October the 13th, St. Louis. We have Monday, October the 14th at Nashville, Tennessee. Then the one that Nicola and Elaine will be at. I'm sure they'll send us some great pictures, do us some sneaky little videos of Riley Keough, because we all love Riley Keough. on Tuesday, October the 15th. I bet you're looking forward to that, Nicola. Yeah. And then we have Sunday, October the 20th in Los Angeles. So I don't know, guys. Is there only 6 appearances? I know I've heard that you get a signed book. Obviously, you get to see Riley Keough, and there's a special guest star. Who will the special guest star be? Will it be the twins? Will it be Priscilla? Right. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's a kitchen behind me. What's going on? Tell me, guys. So who we got? We've got Louise. I'm missing something. Guys, am I missing something? What have I missed? I wasn't looking behind me. I was reading your comment. Let's just go back a little bit. Elvis's bank account was always there for her. I think that was she worried about. The plot began to get a piece of Elvis's legacy. Come on, Elvis was an ATM machine for Priscilla. We know that. And unfortunately, a lot of the girlfriends as well. Yeah. Now, I don't mean that disrespectfully to the girlfriends, because most of them I like, but he was the most generous man that ever lived. Let's face it, guys. You can always see real feelings in Lisa. She's grieving and grief and prolonged love. Diana, I tell you what, I so agree with that. And I think that's part of the reason that we have always loved Lisa Marie from a child. We followed her, haven't we? We've watched her grow up. Some of us feel like her sister, her auntie, her brother. Some of us have fatherly, motherly feelings with her. Her soul and her spirit was here, wasn't it? We felt connected to her and protective for Elvis. That's how we are. That's how we feel. I don't think Priscilla even understands the closeness that the Elvis fans have for Lisa Marie, and how gutted we are and how much we miss her. Yeah. Does Priscilla really understand? The fans are very in tune, not just with Elvis, but with Lisa Marie as well. And we know that the fans were very, very important to Lisa Marie. Very important. Even the last talk that she gave at Graceland, very much about the fans. Very much about the fans, I think. I will go one day. Yes, we need to go, don't we? We need to go. A lot of the voice does irritate some people. Hi, Jane. Okay, yeah. So you've heard about the crush. So there's another name. I've been given 2 names of people that Priscilla had crushes on in the 60s. But I can't verify any of it. It's just stuff that's been sent to me. You know, we do like a bit of proof. Right, let's just keep going through the comments. Then I'm going to read some more comments for you guys. Yes, we all want to go Gracelands. I wish it was that easy. I wish we could just quickly go there. I pray that when Elvis and Lisa die, they find eternal peace. Lisa, don't bury her where she doesn't bring. I pray that when Elvis and Lisa die, they find eternal peace. Please don't bury her where she doesn't belong. Do you mean when Priscilla dies? Is that what you mean, Diana? Have I read that wrong? Why didn't they take Lisa to the hospital? I wish I could have helped Lisa, and my heart breaks for Lisa. The circumstances of Lisa's death have caused a lot of controversy, haven't they? So we really don't really know the ins and outs. We've got quite a few press reports. I found something on a YouTube channel called Spotlight Spy, which is pretty good. Do we know the real details of the do not resuscitate, the DNR? Do we really know that? Are we 100% sure where Riley was, where Priscilla was, what the reason was? This is a very sensitive subject, so I have to be careful when I'm talking about that particular subject. So Nicola, I'll be in London and attend Riley's presentation on October the 15th with Elaine. We've got 2 tickets for the second row. I hope I can ask Riley a question. Fingers crossed, Nicola. We'll be with you. Elvis Defenders, defending Elvis Presley, will be with you. He's defrosted the freezer. They do what they want, Yvette. They run amok in this house. Tino is making a fried... Right, okay. Shh. He's making a fried peanut butter and jelly sandwich. All right, okay, don't worry. Yeah, the fridge is always open, guys. Don't worry about that. They just help themselves to whatever they want, especially when I'm doing a live stream. Nicola, I want to come with you. I want to be with you and Elaine, man. We can chill together, have a few Cardi and Cokes, yeah? It's no good. Louis, if Elvis was there that night, he would have taken Lisa Marie to the hospital. Yes, Vincenzo. Yes. Now, do you know what? Many of the names on here, I see on other Elvis channels. Please give us a shout. Vincenzo, I see your name regularly. Please mention Defending Elvis Presley on other Elvis channels. Let's spread the word. We must. Anyway, you can get a ticket to still... No, it's sold out. I've already checked that. And even, do you know what? Even if I got a ticket, I probably couldn't go because I've got 5 kids. My wife's crazy busy. So, I wish it was that easy. My life is busy. Right. I still want to carry on reading these comments. I think it's an absolute disgrace that Priscilla Presley invited Michael Lockwood. I've been to Graceland 18 times. Nicola, that doesn't surprise me. You are a super fan. Some people, not many, I'm not going to give many of you the right to be called super fan. But Nicola gets that right. Nicola, super fan. Don't forget it. Now, how many people can we say actually cuddled and was with Elvis? How many? Anyone on here cuddled Elvis, kissed Elvis? Only Nicola. And if you want to look it up, just go on YouTube. There are some great videos of Nicola kissing and being with Elvis. She's a lucky lady. I think it was around 1972. And Nicola, when you were young, you were very cute, very pretty. You still are, my dear. You still are. Right. I hope that doesn't embarrass you too much. Okay. Let's get these comments up. I did get some comments up. Okay. Let's just make sure I haven't embarrassed Nicola too much. So who we got here? We have Leonandro is the new name. Elvis, yes. Let's have a look. I'm hoping to go to Grayson in 2028 for my 50th birthday. Elvis and Things reaction. You are new to our channel. You are very welcome. Team Elvis, we welcome you. Please let us know your name, where you're from, how long have you been a fan, my friend. And Leonandro, you're very welcome to Team Elvis. Join our family. Let's protect and defend Elvis and his family together. Let's have a look. I've been going to Graceland since 1987. Teresa, fair play to you, Teresa. Right, okay. Let's read some of these comments. I've had some great pictures of. Look at that. Finley and Harper. Oh, I mean, obviously, it doesn't show very good. Really beautiful pictures. Oh, it's okay, Nicola. I hope I didn't embarrass you. Right, let me just get these comments up. Let's have a look. Okay, so Mary. Now, Mary, are you on here at the moment? Mary. Priscilla. Now, remember, Mary is quite passionate with her comments. Many of you know her, I think. Priscilla is starting to lie about Lisa Marie already, accepting praise for coping with a drug addict, etc. Obviously, she already started her new rewrite of history, including coming out with a newly minted book of fresh deception. You guys are passionate about this book that she has announced is coming out next year. And someone told me she's already got a book publisher. Someone told it me the other day, but I've forgotten. She's known the world over for her lies and efforts to distort and tarnish Elvis's image, but now with her latest "Oh My, I Didn't Know Nothing" lawsuit, I got it right. And now with her latest "Oh My, I Didn't Know Nothing" lawsuit, she actually claims that she was a victim of elder abuse. So we've done some live streams about Bridget Cruz and the lawsuit and the GWS auction company and the counter-sue for elder abuse coming from Priscilla. Bridget Cruz has actually been on our show 3 times, and we've chatted to Bridget Cruz. And Bridget Cruz was quite open, actually, and let us ask her some quite interesting questions. So, oopsie-daisy. Yeah, got it. Bring it here, I'll put it together for you. So, Bridget Cruz joined our show. Did any of you see that? Were any of you here when Bridget joined us? This is not just, I'm not lying, guys. She actually joined us 3 times. I think she wanted an interview. Let me do that for you. She wanted an interview with me, Shauna, and Rhonda. It just never happened, guys. But I'll tell you what, she let the subscribers and the people on our live chat ask her loads of questions. You'd have to go back to my older live streams. There you are. Go back to my older live streams, and it was very, very interesting. And she was very polite. I'll give her that. Now, I have strong views about the auctioning of things that belong to Elvis. If they're genuine, if the letter of authentication from Priscilla's are genuine, if any of these items were stolen, I've got issues to do with where are these items coming from? Did they come from a private collectors? Did they come from Graceland? Did they come from Priscilla? We don't know. I mean, I've heard that this is just speculation. I've heard that Priscilla took many items that she wasn't supposed to take from Elvis's home. Yeah, when she would collect Lisa Marie back in the day. I think it's mentioned in Michael Edwards' book that she had a box, a case full of items, and even offered, was it Robert Kardashian who said it? She even was offered, help yourself. Yeah. The other thing is we wonder about Lisa Marie's items. What happened to them? We want to know, are any of these items being auctioned off? We know that Colonel Tom Parker had a giant warehouse of things that belonged to Elvis. Vernon wanted to keep everything, didn't he? Elvis even kept everything that the fans gave him. So there's very many big questions about the items that Bridget Cruz has been auctioning in her auction. She tries to distance herself at the moment from GWS auctions and basically says that GWS are now separate to Bridget Cruz. I mean, she's a larger-than-life character. I call her a female Colonel Tom Parker. But I'll be honest with you, I think there's a possibility that there's been wrongdoing. In my opinion, for entertainment purposes, there's a possibility there's been some wrongdoing with these auction items that belong to Elvis or are fake. There's a possibility there's some wrongdoing on Priscilla and Bridget Cruz. But I'm no expert. This is just speculation. Yeah? So let's go. No, Tina, turn it down, please. Right, let me just keep going. Right, a bit more, please, Tina. Right, let me just. I want to get some of these comments out. Some of them are very interesting. Let's have a look. So we've been discussing whether or not Priscilla was locked out of Gracelands. I think I've seen quite a few of your comments. I think Nicola was commenting on it. Do you guys think Priscilla has been locked out? We know that the comment that came from Joel Weishanker saying that she can buy a ticket. Someone told me that came from a question and answers on Joel Weishanker's Facebook page, and that was how he responded to a question. She's not locked out. She could buy a ticket. Yeah. What's it say? At Grayson said, was the locks haven't been changed and she wasn't banned temporarily? That could be their way of saying she was banned permanently, not temporarily. And the guards are allowed to answer questions that they have no reason to lie. Maybe someone needs to record a Graceland employee saying if she is barred or not. So it sounds to me like some of the visitors have been asking the staff if Priscilla is barred. Have any of you ever asked? Nicola, have you ever asked? Have any of you ever asked at Graceland if Priscilla is barred? Yeah, we're all going to be getting the book soon, aren't we? Deborah, yeah. So my feeling on just all the bits and bobs that the information that I'm getting sent for you guys on my YouTube channel, on the Facebook channels, is she's just not welcome. That's how I see it. She's not welcome. She hasn't been involved in Elvis Week, in any events. It's obvious that, I think it's obvious that Oprah is more intended on interviewing Riley. I wouldn't surprise me if there are surprise guests. Could be the twins, couldn't it? Could even be, who else could it be? It's a tiny chance it could be Priscilla. But to me, it does seem that they want Priscilla at arm's length. Also her actions, Priscilla's actions, the way that she's doing all these different events. Let's get it on Instagram. You know, she's doing a lot of events, obviously to make money, because we know Priscilla loves making money, loves the spotlight. I'll just show you what I mean. So obviously this is her Instagram page. It's not very clear, but I will just click on one. It's pretty obvious that it's all about people paying money to see Priscilla and then paying money for autographs, yeah? So you see these events. Thank you, Hawaii. Then we've got another one here. Obviously they're photoshopped, but there very much is an intent to do things separate to Graceland, separate to Elvis Presley Enterprises. Now, don't forget, this woman, Priscilla Presley, had the throne of Graceland for 40 years, guys. She was the boss. Everything went through her. I know that things did change once Elvis Presley Enterprises was sold, the 85%, which you guys know that I think should never have happened. I personally don't think the 85% should have ever left the Presley bloodline. I truly believe that. We know about, is it Bob Silliman? I think around 2005, the billionaire bought his way into Graceland, 85%. He also, as part of the deal, there was a 99-year lease sold of Graceland, the Living Museum, to Elvis Presley Enterprises, 85%, I think, yeah, for 99 years, the lease. I think the rent was paid in advance. I think it was $3 million. So I'm gutted that happened. Now, I think Priscilla probably played a big part of that. I'm not sure how involved Lisa was. I think she may have been. I don't know for definite. But then again, Bob Silliman, he has loads of financial problems, ends up going bust as far as I can tell. And then the whole deal happens again with Joe Weishanker. Now, Jack Sodden, I'm not sure about his involvement in all this, but I do get the impression that every time these deals were happening, Priscilla was getting a big backhander, a large lump of money, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes. 100% the name Presley was part of the deal, and I think, so I read it somewhere, didn't Bob Silliman give her $6 million so he could use that name, and he didn't even have to pay her. It was like a handshake agreement, so he could use the Presley name, and that she would support him and his expansion plans. But he paid her anyway because he wanted to keep her on side. Now, to me, that is a sly way of giving someone a backhander, and then it jumps forward with the Joel Weishanker deal. But, you know, we've got other problems as well, guys, with the Barry Siegel, Lisa Marie's manager. He squanders a fortune. He's investing Lisa Marie's trust money with American Idol and other investments, almost bringing Lisa Marie to bankruptcy. Didn't she only have like $46,000 left or something? So it's all a mess. It's all a mess, and Priscilla is right in the middle of it. Right in the middle of it. So let's just read some of your comments. So can do whatever she wants. Well, I will say this. One, Priscilla was at the helm when she was the boss of Graceland, the queen of Graceland. She had a lot of power, a lot of power. Everything went through Priscilla. Yes, things changed once Elvis Presley Enterprises had been sold off. Once the lease had been sold off, the lease of Graceland, the 99-year lease, I think the power was less. The power was less. So that's when they start using people like Barry Siegel to squander money and waste money and really take advantage, paying themselves a massive salary. Barry, I think, was getting $500 a year, $500,000 a year. I think Priscilla may have been getting $900,000 a year. So it was a lot of money being squandered from the trust. Lisa Marie obviously trusted Barry and Priscilla. We know there's a story that in the end, Priscilla had to sell her home to try and pay Lisa back. She was worried about Lisa Marie serving a lawsuit on her own mother. It got very messy, and Barry Siegel steps down. Priscilla goes quiet, but then she starts giving out the impression that Lisa Marie was overspending, which I think wasn't completely correct. I think that was the impression that Priscilla tried to give over. So it's just so messy, all of it. Messy, messy, messy. No wonder they're not talking. No wonder they've fallen out for years. There was many years of feud, as long as 8 years of feuding. And I think they only came back together and because of the Baz Luhrmann Elvis film. And then they fall out all over again because of Sofia Coppola's film that Lisa Marie definitely did not want to be made. As far as we know, she had emailed Sofia Coppola asking her not to make it because it portrayed her father badly. So again, they're not getting on. So by the time we get to the Golden Globe Awards, guys, things are bad. Things are bad. And this is all based on information that we're receiving as fans, because I'm just a fan at home in my kitchen. I'm no expert. But I know it all sounds wishy-washy, but you get the picture. You get the picture, guys. Now, I know Nicola's quite an expert on all this, so if I get anything wrong, Nicola, just put me right. So Priscilla is disliked by a lot of Elvis fans now. Her true colours are coming out. Elaine, hi, Elaine. Now, I just want to make it clear, I'm not a Priscilla hater. This is not a Priscilla hate channel, but I do want to expose the wrongdoing that Priscilla has done. That is important. That's how we defend Elvis Presley. We defend Elvis by exposing the lies, but it is just an opinion for entertainment purposes. We have to be careful how we put things across. So that comment is quite important that you've just said. Priscilla is disliked by a lot of people. Elvis fans now know her true colours. Now, I think Priscilla probably would have got away with a lot of things if she hadn't have disagreed with Lisa Marie's wishes on the trust once Lisa Marie died. That really did change a lot of fans' minds about Priscilla, including Priscilla fans. When she went against Lisa Marie's wishes and she wanted to be the joint trustee with Riley, this upset a lot of people. A lot of people. Many people have turned against Priscilla because of just that thing alone. Just that one thing. Because then people started to say, oh, there's a different truth here. There's more to this. Now, where people have been brainwashed by this book and fallen for the fairy tale of this book for 30, 40 years, suddenly things were happening that were making things look, oh, something's not right. Lisa Marie passing, that brought out a different side to Priscilla, who went for the money, wanted the money, threatened a lawsuit, demanded her demands to be buried next to Elvis. Yeah, this upset a lot of people. Come on, she was his divorcee that had been unfaithful, that crucified him on the second divorce settlement, that placed this lien, this charge, this deed of trust on Gracelands, which that whole situation, if you Google it, guys, it's horrific. Elvis felt like he was going to lose his home at a time when his health was really bad, when the Memphis Mafia were betraying him with the book, Elvis, What Happened? So this is all happening in 77. So a lot of wrongdoing, guys, a lot of wrongdoing. And then Priscilla all along is trying to make out like she's his mate, like they've got on better since they divorced. She's trying to act like his widow when she was not his widow. They had been divorced 4 years when this book, this story, this fake fairy tale was written. Elvis had no say in this book. He's been dead for years. This book was made up by Priscilla from her point of view to change public opinion so that she was the victim, that Elvis is the bad guy. When the truth is, it was Elvis who was the victim. Elvis was the victim. Priscilla was the bad guy, in my opinion. Now, we want Priscilla to come to the table and apologize. And I know that many of you are angry at Priscilla, but I tell you now, an apology for Priscilla's wrongdoing would make a massive difference worldwide to non-Elvis fans, because it's the non-Elvis fans that we need to change their mind and make them see the truth, see through the lies, see through the fake stories, the fake books, the fake movies, like Priscilla, fake movies, Sofia Coppola's filler. So the only way we're going to make a difference if we get the big people that have the wrongdoing of people like Priscilla to expose that, and then we may get somewhere. But we're not going to get anywhere by just calling her names. We won't get anywhere by just calling her names. We have to dig up the truth and expose it. Then we've got half a chance of making a difference. So, right. So Nicola, yes, she is banned from Graceland, and Joel said she can go visit Graceland's by buying a ticket. Yes, and we've heard that again and again. Right. So, and I'm not surprised, guys. Yeah, Nicola, you're right. She wasn't invited to Elvis Week, which is a big deal. You would imagine that she could rock up when she wanted to, but not now. Yes, Yvette, I agree. She had it in the palm of her hands and threw it away with her actions. Some serious stuff that she shouldn't have done. And the Priscilla film really upset Joel Weishanker. It's obvious. That's why they wouldn't allow the music to be played on the movie. And it was a flop. It was rubbish. It was a flop. And it was so cruel to Elvis's reputation and image, harmed his legacy, ruined the good that was done by Baz Luhrmann's Elvis film. It was such a bad film, guys. So, yes, Joel bought 85% of the EP and Grayson, and he has 99% lease on the mansion. And do you know what? Many people, Nicola, many people don't believe that the lease of Graceland was sold at the time of that deal, the EPE deal. The truth is, EPE run the business side of Graceland. Yes, Riley is the owner of the building, the owner of the land. But the business, the Living Museum, the tour is owned, the lease, the rent, they rent, but the rent has already been paid. They rent, and the upkeep of, the building, the business, the upkeep of it is done by Elvis Presley Enterprises. So really, Riley has to look to Joel Weishanker for permission for most things. All right. Right, guys, I've only got a couple of minutes left.
I want my phone.
Yeah, I've nearly finished now, mate. Come and say hello.
Look, can you get my phone?
Yes, I'm going to say goodbye, and then we're gonna find your thing, yeah? So let me just read these last couple of comments. It makes me so angry that this woman gets away with everything. Well, I don't think she's getting away with it anymore, guys. I think it's all getting out there. We're all starting to find out, aren't we? This is why she's been distanced from everything. This is why she's off doing her own thing. Yeah? I think just people know now, but I want to get it out there even more. No hate. I want to do it in a professional way. That's my way. When you think EP never said a bad word about Scylla, which is true, he never did. Yet Scylla does in slander. She does, yes. This is true. Elvis never said anything bad about Priscilla in public. Now, behind closed doors, he was probably pulling his hair out, and so was Vernon. Don't forget, Elvis probably thought he was going to lose Gracelands because of this charge, this lien placed on Gracelands. So Elvis went for a terrible year in 1977. And I even think, even with Ginger Alden. I don't think everything was quite right there, guys. Seriously. Everyone thinks there was this beautiful romance at the end. I'm starting to think it wasn't. Yeah, and I'm not against Ginger Alden. She's lovely. But I don't think it was this rosy relationship that was all that is being all cracked up to be. I don't think there was this lovely engagement that was obviously going to turn into a marriage and kids at Christmas. I think we need to do a bit of digging there. But I will do it respectfully because I think Ginger Alden is a very decent lady. The common denominator of the Presley messes is Priscilla. It always rolls around money and should stop. Well, I think things have changed. I think we've turned a corner. We want that apology. The book was initially rejected by publisher because it was too boring. Then it was revised to make it more sensational and sell better. Okay. Lisa, sorry, the comments are jumping up a bit now. I've got to go. All right, bye, Elvis and things. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed it. Oh, thank you for becoming a subscriber. You are very welcome to Team Elvis. Very welcome. Louis, the lease only on the mansion on the original land Elvis bought in 1957. The museum and the hotel is owned by Joel Weishanker. Thank you. All right, brilliant. Nicola, any information you've got, please let me know. I'd really like to know exactly what Joel Weishanker owns, what he bought. I'd really like to know. Please, Nicola, please send me the details. I'd be so grateful if you did that. So Elvis Presley would never have written a book about Priscilla Presley if it had been the other way around. Priscilla, yes, I agree, Diana. And Jane, it's all a load of rubbish if anyone believes Priscilla and they haven't got a clue. People have to do their research. Even me, I needed to do my research to try and understand what was really going on here. All the double crossing, all the money stuff. Let's just have a look. Louis, when we read Lisa Marie's book, we are going to find out the truth. I don't know. Vincenzo, I don't think so. I don't think the book, this is only my opinion. I don't think the book's going to trash Priscilla. I don't. And I also don't think the Oprah Winfrey interview with Riley on the 8th of October is going to trash Priscilla. I think it's going to be a tribute to Elvis and Riley and the twins and Lisa Marie. So anyway, guys, okay, I'm going to go now. Do you want to come and say goodbye?
Bye-bye. Okay, turn my phone on.
Come here, I want to show my subscribers how cute you are.
Can you turn my phone on?
Yes, we can. Right, so we're going to go now, guys. I spent an hour waffling. There we go. Spent an hour waffling. I'm really pleased that Nicola joined us because it's not that often Nicola joins us. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to come back on, but definitely tomorrow morning we'll do an excellent live. Let me just see if I can read these last couple of comments. Let's have a look. All right, all of you are saying thank you. So we had a nice chat, didn't we? We had a nice chat over a cup of tea. And don't forget, we've got the Elvis Presley, the Defending Elvis Presley Facebook. Yeah, please join that. Join the 24/7 chat, and we can all chat. If you like what I do, buy us a coffee, mate. Click the buy me a coffee button, and I appreciate you guys buying me a coffee. It means a lot to me. It shows me you like what I do. It's your way of saying thank you. Please subscribe. Please become a member. It's $1 a month to be a member. Guys, you are my family. Team Elvis. Team Elvis. We come together every day. We have a cup of tea and a chat, and I love it. I'm a very lucky guy. I appreciate all of you. Thank you. Big shout to Nicola because she is a wealth of knowledge, a super fan. Nicola, the super fan. We love you. So you take care, guys. I wish you all the best. I send you all love. Have a great day. I'll see you in the morning. You take care, guys.